Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: a parade in the streets of Roseau later today to mark the opening of the 46th anniversary of independence. Today and tomorrow designated days of prayer for Dominican teachers. St. Lucia names Olympian Julian Alfred as new tourism ambassador. She has also received $1 million among her prizes. The Israeli Defense Forces say they have killed Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. This is the DBS Morning News. The details right after this.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Turn your TV on. Listen to DBS on Digicel TV Channel 50 and Flow TV Channel 951.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here we go with our lead story. A grand parade to begin at Pottersville has been planned to mark the official opening of the 46th anniversary of independence later today. Dominica's independence celebration is being observed under the theme Pei Nu Kado Nu. Acting Chief Cultural Officer Ilson Matthew says the parade is due to begin at 3 o'clock this afternoon and proceed into Roseau to culminate on the promenade at 7 o'clock.
The intention is to showcase some of what is to come. We will amplify a Jinping band, amplify a drum in Assam, and amplify a steel pan group, because we've heard the cry that the traditional groups always get drowned out by the hi-fis. Also, you will see a float representing Flag Day, a royalty float with our Warp Duet contestants, past winners and Miss Dominica, Kalinago Tetmas, schools parading in national wear and flag colors, true pool with the traditional tunes. The big bottom ladies and stilt walkers may strike you as carnival traditions, but remember I said we celebrate our culture year-round. Plus, they will be representing India Madras wear as well. Contemporary events will also be part of the parade, with the World Creole Music Festival, TV Lash Creole, and Independence Gopewell, giving a little taste with ticket specials on the spot. A bush rum float, because we know that herbal remedies are part of the culture as well. The signal band, as we try to win over the next generation, and so much more.
And that's the Acting Chief Cultural Officer, Ilson Matthew. Other news this morning: relations between Dominica and the People's Republic of China are to enter a new phase in the future. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit told the 75th anniversary celebration of the founding of the People's Republic of China at the Chinese Embassy last night, the first 20 years of diplomatic relations between the two countries have been fruitful. He says China has been a major force in the world.
Since its founding 75 years ago, China has emerged as a global powerhouse, demonstrating remarkable resilience, progress, and an unwavering commitment to development, peace, and cooperation. Today, the People's Republic of China stands as one of the most influential countries in the world, and its rise has been an inspiration to nations everywhere, including Dominica. Tonight, we not only celebrate China's accomplishments, but also the enduring friendship between our two nations. Our relationship is grounded in mutual respect, solidarity, shared values, and Dominica's adherence to the One China principle, and for the ultimate peaceful unification of the whole of China. Over 20 years ago, Dominica established diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China. And since then, our friendship has grown in ways that have positively impacted the lives of our people. Earlier this year, we were honored to celebrate the 20th anniversary of our diplomatic ties with President Xi and the leadership of China, further strengthening our bond of friendship and diplomatic relations. Based on our discussions in Beijing, we are confident that the relationship between our two nations will continue to thrive.
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit speaking at the Chinese embassy last night. Meanwhile, China's ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Chu Myung-ming, said Dominica and the People's Republic of China will expand relations going forward.
This year also marks the 20th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Dominica, making it a historic year for our bilateral relations. In last March, my President, His Excellency Xi Jinping, met with the Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit in Beijing. The two leaders reviewed the successful experience of the past 20 years and agreed to strengthen the alignment of our development strategies, converting our friendly relations into driving force for win-win cooperation. In the future, the achievements of Chinese modernization shall further benefit Dominica, and the future of China-Dominica cooperation will be even brighter. We will witness that China and Dominica stand firmly together. China-Dominica relations lie in a high level of political mutual trust, as well as in mutual understanding and support on issues involving each other's core interests and major concerns. China deeply appreciates Dominica's steadfast adherence to the One China principle and its unwavering support for China's complete reunification. China will continue to firmly support Dominica in following a development path which is suited to its national conditions and playing a positive role in international and regional affairs.
And that's China's ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Chu Myung-ming. Other news this morning. Today and tomorrow have been designated days of prayer for Dominican teachers. The Dominica Association of Teachers, DAT, is observing Teachers Week under the theme Valuing Teachers' Voices towards a new social contract for education.
We request that churches around the island offer prayers for and recognize teachers who work at all educational institutions in Dominica. DAT's president, Mr. Movin Alexander, will deliver a radio address on Monday, 30th September. The address will be related to the World Teachers' Day and the general welfare of education in Dominica. On Tuesday, 1st October, the President and Public Relations Officer will be the guests on DBS's radio program, Talking Point. Wednesday, 2nd October has been dubbed Teachers' Social Media Hype Day. On that day, we encourage students, parents, and members of the general public to highlight teachers by posting poems, photos, write-ups, etc. on social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and to tag the Dominica Association of Teachers Facebook page. Teachers Appreciation Day will be observed island-wide on Thursday, 3rd October. Do it your way. Give teachers their flowers while they are alive. Teachers' Day rally will be held in the community of Jubla on Friday, the 4th of October, 2024. The day's activities will begin with a church service at the Jubla Roman Catholic Chapel. During the service, members who have recently retired will be recognized. This will be followed by sports and fun activities and socialization at the Almond Park in Jubla. A special activity is being planned to celebrate all our retired members later in the year.
And that's the Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Association of Teachers, Juanita Carbon. The first ever Police Week in 13 years opens in St. Joseph tomorrow. Assistant Superintendent and Coordinator for Police Week 2024, Antonia Moses, says the police will engage the St. Joseph community in sporting activities.
So we will start on Sunday, 29th of September, with a church service at the St. Joseph Roman Catholic Church. Following the church service will be a parade through the streets of St. Joseph. And at 6 p.m. in the evening, We go back to the village of St. Joseph where we socialize with the people there with a football match. We are looking forward to the football match with the community of St. Joseph, and we are expecting that the police will win that match. So we're inviting the villages of Meru, St. Joseph to come and support us, support their team. On Monday, we are going to have the official opening ceremony of Police Week 2024. Preceding the opening ceremony will be a guard of honor, which will be inspected by Her Excellency President Acting, Mrs. Josette Matthew. The guard of honor will be mounted on Bath Road outside police headquarters. We expect Her Excellency, the Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Minister Skerrit, and other cabinet officials or Minister of National Security as well to be present. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security will chair the proceedings of the official opening ceremony. Following the opening ceremony, there will be an exhibition, and the exhibition will showcase artifacts from World War II, drugs, and other relics that we normally have during our Police Week exhibition. We're inviting the public to view the exhibition from Tuesday, as Monday we reserve for the school children. So Tuesday we are opening the exhibition to the general public.
And that's the Assistant Superintendent and Coordinator for Police Week 2024. Antonia Moses. A number of other activities will be held in the course of the week to mark Police Week 2024. Chairman of the Dominica-Cuba Friendship Association, Dr. Damian Dublin, is throwing his support behind a call by President of Dominica, Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton, for the removal of the U.S. trade embargo on Cuba. Mrs. Burton's call came this week at the 79th UN General Assembly in New York. Dr. Dublin says the address of the history-making Dominica president was impactful and well delivered.
This speech gave all the reasons why Cuba should be taken off the list of countries who sponsors terrorism, and also why this inhumane, unethical economic and trade embargo should be lifted. We are in 2024, and this blockade is impacting on the people in all areas of development. The original objective of blockade is yet to be met. We are sure and we strongly say that it should be reviewed and removed. Cuba has contributed immensely and continue to contribute to global peace and global development. Cuban doctors are working all over in Africa, in Latin America, in the Caribbean. The development of our human resource in Dominica, the OECS and CARICOM, is quite evident by the number of Cuban graduates that augment the development potential in all spheres, all areas. Because of all this, and in spite of the impact of the blockade,
Dr. Dublin says Cuba has maintained its solidarity with countries around the world in spite of the many years of the blockade.
This speech gave all the reasons the Cuban people continue to show the solidarity and spirit of brotherhood, continue to give scholarship, continue to give back to the world. So we once again reiterate, as we have called many, many times, for the instant removal of this inhumane again economic blockade and the removal of Cuba from the list of countries which sponsor terrorism. We really think 2024 is the right year when the world is going through so much turmoil, wars between nations all over the world, and wherever, in whichever part of the world that we can institute measures to ensure peace, peaceful coexistence among peoples and their right to self-determination. We think 2024 is the year.
And that's the chairman of the Dominica-Cuba Friendship Association, Dr. Damian Dublin. A man who was charged for causing death by dangerous driving in 2020 has walked free. His trial took place at the High Court in Roseau this week. Yesterday, he walked free. DBS News will bring you more on that development in a subsequent newscast. Well, in news from the region now, St. Lucia has appointed double Olympic medalist Julian Alfred as the new tourism ambassador. The announcement came yesterday during a national holiday held in her honor. Julian Alfred created history at the Paris Olympic Games when she won a gold in the 100 meters and silver in the 200 meters. Prime Minister Philippe J. Pierre announced yesterday she would receive $1 million among her prizes. The Millennium Highway in St. Lucia will also be renamed the Julian Alfred Highway. As tourism ambassador, Alfred will participate in promotional events for St. Lucia in key markets abroad. Finally, this morning, the Israeli Defense Forces say they killed Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah in Friday's strikes on Beirut. Hezbollah has yet to comment. Nasrallah, who's not been seen in public for many years because of fears of being assassinated by Israel, is one of the best known and most influential figures in the Middle East. It is 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's how we'll end news. Don't go away. The sports report comes up shortly.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with football news. Bath Estate FC conceded a late goal as they were denied all 3 points as they took on the Belfast Estate Maho Soccer Strikers as the DFS Premier League continued last night at the Stock Farm Training Centre. Bath Estate were in prime position to get the 3 points and pull themselves out of the relegation zone, but Kenny George had other ideas, scoring in the 82nd minute of play for the Soccer Strikers as the game ended in a 2-2 draw. Addison James also scored for Maho, while Kelrick Walter and DeLeon Carlisle netted the goals for Bath Estate. Bath Estate is now on 11 points, but still in 10th place, while the point has moved Maho to 17 points in the points table and 5th place. Meantime, 2nd place Valvoline United will be looking to narrow the gap on league leaders Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC. We United are sitting in 2nd place on 24 points, just 4 points behind Dubla with a game in hand. They will take on Promex Harlem United tomorrow afternoon. A win will see We United cut the gap to just 1 point before Dubla takes to the field Sunday evening to take on Sagicor Southeast. Some cricket news now. Alec Athenaeus got 44, but it was not enough as the Barbados Royals suffered their 4th straight defeat in the Republic Bank CPL, going down to the Trinbago Knight Riders as that tournament continued last night. Night Riders posted 175 for 7 in their 20 overs batting first. Kyron Pollard made 42, Andre Russell a quick-fire 31 from 12 balls, and Casey Carty 32 as the Night Riders rebounded from the slow start. Naveen Ulhak took 3 for 35. In search of 176, Barbados could only get 145 for 9. Alec Athanaze made 44 from 33 balls, and David Miller 30. Akil Hossein took 3 for 15 and Chris Jordan 3 for 33. The Night Riders won by 30 runs. With the victory, the Night Riders have moved into third place in the point standings on 12 points, while the Royals have sunk into fourth place. CPL action continues this morning with the St. Lucia Kings taking on the defending champions, Guyana Amazon Warriors. That match gets underway at 10 o'clock. Some netball news now. The national netball team will be looking to salvage some pride as they take to the court today as the ECCB International Netball Series continues this afternoon in St. Lucia. The national netball team has been off to a disastrous start, having lost 4 of their 5 matches. Dominica's only win came against tournament minnows Montserrat, but the Nature Isle girls have been on the end of heavy defeats against St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Cayman Islands, Grenada, and most recently St. Lucia. Dominica will be hoping for a turn in fortunes when they battle Anguilla this afternoon. That match will get underway at 1 o'clock. Dominica will also play their final match on Sunday against Antigua and Barbuda at 3:30 in the afternoon. We are going to some cricket news now. The West Indies women's vice-captain Shermaine Campbell says the ladies are in good spirits as they continue with preparation for the upcoming ICC Women's T20 World Cup. The tournament gets underway next week in Dubai. The Windies have been grouped with South Africa, England, Scotland, and Bangladesh in Group B. West Indies will play India in a practice match Sunday.
All the girls are in some pretty good spirits. I think everyone gelling good together, and it's good to see. And you know, we've been a family for a while, and all the girls been doing excellent. And I think you know, coming out here in Dubai and get some training, I think that's a plus for us. So yeah, it's just of a matter of fact, we just continue to keep doing the good things that we've been doing. Always good to adapt and overcome the situation. I think all the girls adapt to this condition pretty good, and it's just for us to be you know, confident within ourselves and be patient, because you know, patience and discipline is a big thing. So it's just a matter of fact for us to be disciplined and continue to do our work. The management staff been excellent. They've been doing some good job, good work so far, and you know, coach always a good person. He's been doing a lot with the players and also the management staff as well. But yeah, they've been gelling pretty good with the players as well. Internationally, they've been around for a while, some time now, but you know, they adapt to all the other players, the ways that the way we go about and do stuff. I think there is some good players. They're learning very quick. So,
any words for the Caribbean public ahead of this World Cup?
Yeah, I just want to encourage them to you know, wake up early and so that they could watch the game and give us that support and rally around us, because definitely we're gonna do well.
And that's the West Indies women's vice captain, Shermaine Campbell. President of the Dominica Cricket Association, Clement Masley, says he was a bit disappointed with the standard of play in this year's President's Cup. The tournament was won by Najiko Northern Stars. Masley says while the league was entertaining, he was not too happy with the consistency from the players.
I think there's still a lot of room for improvement. In one, the approach, in two, the skills, and three, the tactics that has been used from various teams. I believe that it was the first time for the senior players being exposed to that kind of competition, and I'm sure from the second one they have. Well, by now they should be going back to the various clubs and seeing and strategizing for the next time around. And I won't say that I say that not in a manner to bring them down, but I'm just saying that from the standards that we set as DCA and where we want to see our players go, we won't accept it at that level. We want to really raise the bar at each and every instance to ensure that we give our players the best opportunities at making a livelihood for themselves. It's not just looking at cricket as coming to the field with bat and ball, but there's much more than that, and we expect much more from them. Considering the efforts that has to be expended in one, getting the sponsorship, and to ensuring that the games are being played when they are scheduled.
And that's the president of the Dominica Cricket Association, Clement Maslin. Windward Island Volcanoes manager and selector Liam Sebastian says national wicketkeeper batsman Gian Benjamin is still expected to form part of the Volcanoes' plans for the upcoming regional season. Benjamin is not among the players taking part in the current Volcanoes Super 50 Overs camp in St. Vincent, but Sebastian says Benjamin is expected to feature in the 4-day tournament in 2025.
Well, I mean, obviously Gian still remains in the plans. He has not been selected for training in the one-day competition, because I believe with the sort of the dynamics with the all-rounders that they have, most likely that one of the all-round keepers will form part of the team in terms of the sort of team that the coach is trying to build. So I think you have people like Dylan Douglas and so, who I would believe is the leading keeper now. I mean, against Nepal earlier in the year, he scored a few half centuries. Again today, he scored another half century in the match. So it's Gian is still part and parcel of the plans, in terms, especially with the 4-day competition coming up. Gian was the last wicket keeper that we had, and he has been the understudy to Tevin. So I mean, I'm sure when that time comes, he will be considered for that position again.
And that's the Windward Island Volcanoes manager and selector, Liam Sebastian. England hammered Australia by 186 runs to level their 5-match one-day series at 2 games apiece Friday. England made a 312 for 5 in their 50 overs batting first. Harry Brook got 87, Liam Livingstone 62 not out, and Ben Duckett 63. Adam Zampa took 2 for 66. Australia, chasing 313, were bowled out for just 126. Travis Head top scored with 34. Matthew Potts took 4 for 38 for England. The 5th and final one-day international is set for Sunday. Former West Indies all-rounder Dwayne Bravo has brought an end to his long and illustrious association with the Chennai Super Kings as he transitions to a new role with Calcutta Knight Riders for the 2025 IPL season. Bravo will join KKR as a mentor starting from the 2025 season, marking a significant shift in his post-playing career. Bravo, who turns 41 in October, will replace Gautam Gambhir, who stepped down from his role as KKR's mentor after guiding the team to their 3rd IPL title in 2024. Bravo's new position will not be limited to KKR alone. He will also oversee all Knight Riders' own franchises in T20 leagues around the world, including Trinbago Knight Riders in the CPL, Los Angeles Knight Riders in Major League Cricket, and Abu Dhabi Knight Riders in the International League, T20. Well, certainly some major roles there for Bravo. It's just come to an end in terms of his playing career, and certainly offered some other contracts around the world. It is exactly 7:30 in Dominica and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Let's just remind you this morning at 9:30, connecting the dots, Nigel Francis and Ivona John Baptist Luge. They bring that to you consistently every week. They bring that to you. They will be on again this morning. But hear who they are featuring this morning. Rihanna Patterson. Rihanna Patterson is the founder of the Dominica Dementia Foundation. And certainly there are other things you would like to know about Rihanna Patterson. You can find that out this morning on the Connecting the Dots program, 9:30. a program you don't want to miss on DBS Radio. Well, just time to say good morning to you, my good friend. Just to say you again, you've done well with us for the week in terms of news. Joseph Fadol, in terms of producing the news, DBS News again wants to thank you for all your assistance with the news department in the course of the week. That too will end the DBS Morning News and Sports coming up very soon. You don't want to miss the insert of the package. Again, Joseph Fadul, you have been given a lot to look at. I'm sure you've done your homework and you will come up very soon with the most impactful insert on the program. I'm sure you've done your work and you are going to bring us the very best insert of the package. Curtis Matthew saying good morning. Stay tuned to DBS throughout the day today. Good morning.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS.
And of course, thank you, Curtis Matthew. Yes, you are very correct. Of course, selecting the insert of the package. Sometimes it can be a tough choice, but I believe this morning history will be my reason for selecting this morning's edition of the insert of the package. Of course, every Saturday, the insert of the package is brought to you compliments of our good friends at A&A Low Price Center.
A&A Low Price Center in the village of Calabishi offers the best prices for the freshest products ever. One-stop convenient shopping at A&A Low Price Center in Calabishi. For your foods, your everyday needs, snacks, liquor, dry goods, and more. Just about everything located in the flat of Calabishi, directly in the center of the village. Come to A&A Low Price Center on the highway in Calabishi. A&A Low Price Center is family owned and operated. It is fully computerized, VAT compliant, low tow, credit card and top-up capabilities. Stop at A&A Low Price Center in Calabishi today or call 445-7655. Drop us an email at analowprice@gmail.com. A&A Low Price Center in Calabishi open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit us today. Just walk in and be happy you did.
And this morning's insert of the package is coming from the morning news, where we will see history in the making today, because for the first time ever, a grand parade to begin at Portersville has been planned to mark the official opening of the 46th anniversary of independence. That's today. Dominica's independence celebration is being observed under the theme Pays nous, cadeau nous. Well, Acting Chief Cultural Officer Urson Matthew says the historic first ever parade happening is due to begin at 3 o'clock and proceeds to Roseau to culminate on the promenade at 7 tonight.
It's to showcase some of what is to come. We will amplify a Jinping band, amplify a drum in Assam, and amplify a steel band group, because we've heard the cry that the traditional groups always get drowned out by the hi-fis. Also, you will see a float representing Flag Day, a royalty float with our Warped Duet contestants, past winners and Miss Dominica. Kalinago Tetmas, schools parading in national wear and flag colors, true pool with the traditional tunes. The big bottom ladies and stilt walkers may strike you as carnival traditions, but remember I said we celebrate our culture year-round. Plus, they will be representing India Madras wear as well. Contemporary events will also be part of the parade, with the World Creole Music Festival, TV Lash Creole, and Independence Hopewell, giving a little taste with ticket specials on the spot. A bush rum float, because we know that herbal remedies are part of the culture as well. The Signal Band, as we try to win over the next generation, and so much more.
And that was Acting Chief Cultural Officer Urson Matthew. Of course, the historic first ever opening of Independence Parade takes place this afternoon from 3 p.m. If by chance you cannot make it, then please tune into DBS Radio. We will be covering it for you. Let's bring you this morning's edition of the Weather Report live on DBS Radio. This morning's edition of the Weather Report is brought to you compliments Big Edge and Flow.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the Weather Report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got big edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plans. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
Thank you very much to the good folks at Big Edge and Flow. And of course, we say good morning to Dane Charles with this morning's weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service. Dane Charles, good morning to you.
Good morning. This is your weather update from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for the 28th of September 2024, recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with some scattered showers and a slight chance of isolated thunderstorms. The conditions at Douglas Charles Airport this morning were partly cloudy with vicinity showers. The surface winds were variable at 2 knots or 4 kilometers an hour, and the temperature was 26 degrees Celsius or 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at Douglas Charles was 16.3 millimeters, and the monthly rainfall so far has been 344.6 millimeters. Sunset today will be at 5:57 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 5:55 a.m. High tide today at 1:31 p.m. and the next low tide at 6:46 p.m. And now the weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A surface to low-level ridge pattern is expected to be the dominant feature across the area today. Patches of clouds moving with the wind flow are expected to result in partly cloudy to cloudy skies with scattered showers and a slight chance of isolated thunderstorms throughout the day. Thereafter, mid to upper level instability is expected to result in an increase in cloudiness and showers. Tropical Storm Joyce and an area of low pressure located in the central and eastern Atlantic respectively are currently being monitored. These systems are expected to remain over open water and currently pose no threat to the region. Sea conditions are expected to remain slight to moderate, with wave heights reaching up to 5 feet over the next 24 hours. And now the weather forecast for today and tonight. The synopsis: a high-pressure system is a dominant feature. The forecast for today and tonight is partly cloudy to cloudy with some scattered showers and a slight chance of isolated thunderstorms. The winds are expected to come from the east-northeast to east-southeast at 10 to 30 kilometers an hour. Sea conditions expected slight to moderate in open water, with waves from 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. There are no warnings at this time. We are presently in the Atlantic hurricane season. For more information about weather conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, and also on our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Dane Charles.
What's on your back-to-school checklist? Fast, reliable internet, a free Chromebook, a smartphone. With Flow, you can check everything off your list. Sign up for broadband and get 25% off Turbo plus 6 months or a free Chromebook while stocks last. And if you need a new phone, our postpaid bundles offer smartphones for just $4. Make back to school easy with Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for details.
And now, your community bulletin board.
Welcome to the general announcements on this morning's edition of the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. This morning's edition of the general announcements on the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board are brought to you compliments of our good friends at Valley Engineering.
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many, many more items. These dollar stretch prices at Valley Engineering will not shock you. They will only surprise you. Why not visit us today on Goodwill Road or at our relocated Portsmouth outlet on Bay Street? So cut costs and save with Valley Engineering's dollar stretching.
And we say a special thanks to the good folks at Valley Engineering for, of course, providing us the time right here on the general announcements on the Community Bulletin Board. This edition of the general announcements compliments Valley Engineering. We begin with this announcement from Domlec. Domlec wishes to inform its customers in Penrice, Bells, Wet Area and Glogomier that their electricity supply will be interrupted on Tuesday, the 1st of October, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. This interruption is necessary to allow Domlec to undertake maintenance on the high voltage distribution network from Penrice to Wet Area. Additional information is available on their website www.domlec.dm under scheduled outages. Domlec appreciates your understanding in this matter and regrets any inconvenience caused. The WASCO informs the general public that they will be carrying out sewer excavation works on the corner of Upper Lane and Kennedy Avenue to facilitate a sewer connection that takes place tomorrow, Sunday, 29th September, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. All vehicles traversing on Kennedy Avenue will be diverted onto Great George Street during the work period. Vehicle owners are asked to keep the road clear during the said works. Motorists and pedestrians are asked to exercise caution. The WASCO regrets any inconvenience that may be caused and thanks customers and the general public for your understanding. The management of Archipelago Trading Limited wishes to inform the general public that their businesses will be closed for stock taking. Douglas Charles Airport Duty Free will be closed on September 30th and October 1st. Normal business hours will resume on Wednesday 2nd. Archipelago Distribution will be closed on September 30th. Normal business hours will resume on Tuesday the 1st of October. They apologize for any inconvenience caused. The White Potato Cooperative informs all members of a very important meeting to be held on Monday, 30th September at 9:30 a.m. at the Fisheries Complex in Roseau. Members of the Tippers Truckers Association of Dominica are reminded of the AGM scheduled for Sunday, or that should be Saturday, 28th September at 3 p.m. at the PSU Center. Please make every effort to attend.